Strait of Hormuz, and why this tiny stretch of water moves global markets. Don't test my activeness, a macroeconomist part 5, come on. First of all, well, what is it? The Strait of Hormuz is a 33km wide at its narrowest point, located between Iran, Oman and the UAE. It connects the Persian Gulf to the Arabian Sea, and more importantly, it connects oil to the world. Why it matters is, well, roughly 20% of global oil supply, and that's over 17 million barrels per day by the way, flows through this one choke point. And that includes crude from Saudi Arabia, Iraq, the UAE, Kuwait, Iran itself. If this gets blocked, oil prices don't just rise, they spike. Global shipping gets choked and markets panic. So the economic ripple is when tensions rise in the region like they did in, well, forever, and three things happen fast. Oil futures, they shoot up. Global inflation fears, they return, and investor confidence weakens. Why? Because energy touches everything from fuel to logistics to manufacturing. You block that flow and you bottleneck the global supply chain overnight. Now this is where Iran comes to play, because Iran has leverage. Iran sits on the north side of the strait and they threatened for decades to shut it down if they're provoked. Mines, speedboats, ballistic missiles, they've got it all. They've got everything. And every time a missile flies or a drone buzzes nearby, the markets react instantly. And the thing is, it comes as a West dilemma because the US and allies need that oil to keep flowing. That's why the US's Fifth Fleet is always patrolling nearby. But the region is fragile because too much force equals war and too little emboldens Iran. So it's a geopolitical balancing act with macro stakes at play hugely. Now we're talking real world impacts. A tanker attack could cause oil to jump 3 or 5%. A full closure, well, oil could hit $100 a barrel, and that spills into stock markets, interest rates, and even currency volatility. We're talking inflation shocks, policy shifts, and possible recession triggers if this thing escalates. The Strait of Hormuz is small on the map, but massive in macro. It's the artery of energy for the global economy, and any disruptions here causes a global tremor. And in 2025, with Iran and Israel flaring up, that threat feels even more real than ever.